What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video, hype this video, share this video. I'm going to talk about Tyreek Hill. He's kind of going through it right now. Not only with his ex-wife demanding money she didn't earn, or probably don't deserve, but also he just got released recently from the Miami Dolphins. I think that was a move that was coming anyway. I think they may have been exploring trading him, but they decided against it. But he got hurt. New coaching staff, I believe a new GM as well. They want to cut costs, and they want to put in their own roster, offensively and defensively. And Tyreek Hill is no longer there. There's talk of him going to Kansas City. I have no doubt he could possibly end up there. I still think he has much left. I think he has something left in the tank, but be that as it may, now he's going through this lawsuit with this woman by the name of Sophie Hall. Now, I've spoken about this Sophie Hall situation in two previous videos. I'll link those videos in the description box, and it gives you context as to why I'm doing this. Right now, Sophie is suing him, I think, from my understanding, less than $70,000 for like medical costs, because she claims that he caused her to have to injure her knee. They were doing some sort of football drills in his backyard, and I guess she said that she made him look bad on one of the drills, and he got revenge on her by purposely injuring her. That's what she's saying, according to this particular suit. Right? She's claiming that he did this on purpose. And now it looks like she was trying to get him to take a psychological evaluation, and the courts apparently rejected that. It's very interesting. I've spoken about a lot of lawsuits. I haven't now, again, maybe y'all have seen this, but throughout all the videos that I've done in regards to lawsuits, right, I've never seen a situation where a woman had asked, or anybody asks for the person that they are suing to take a psychological evaluation or exam, a psych exam, right? I've never seen that, or I haven't really seen that, and the courts rejected it, because one of the reasons why I think the court rejected it is because one, there was no basis for it, and two, it could be used against him in his dealings with his ex-wife. Because once you do that and try to say, well, he might be crazy, his ex-wife will definitely use that, because her attorneys are hella thirsty and they're using anything against him. They even wanted to go to speak to the NFL about the allegations that she's made against him, even though we've seen publicly no proof. Now, there was I think a audio that came out where they were arguing or whatnot, but again, there was no reports of any physical abuse towards her from him. So anyway, so Sophie took an L in court. Now, from the money that, now, unless she's changed and she's amended her lawsuit or made some changes and she's asking for more money, the money that I saw her asking for, it's not big money. If Tyreek Hill wanted this to go away today, he could, but he's not doing it because I think in his mind, he doesn't feel like he owes her that money. And the craziest thing about this whole backyard drills thing, right, is that she claims, which makes this thing hella weird. Sophie claims that after he injured her on purpose, that's according to her, he carried her upstairs and had relations with her. That's what she said in the previous video. That's why this thing is weird. You want him to take a psych exam because he's crazy, right? You claim he injured you on purpose, but you claim he took you into the home and had relations with you. It's just... And by the way, you want to know how she met Tyreek Hill? She met Tyreek Hill because she took her I believe, son to his football camp. You know, so you go from taking your son to his football camp, to Tyreek Hill's football camp, to being in his house, right? Getting injured, according to you. So this is just a weird story. So let's get into it. This is according to TMZ. Tyreek Hill is without an NFL home, but he has still picked up a win in his ongoing legal battle with Sophie Hall, as a judge denied the Mode's request to force the receiver to take a court-mandated psych exam, TMZ Sports has learned. Judge David Haynes filed his decision recently, denying a motion filed by Hall's legal team in December that was looking to make Hill sit down with a licensed psychologist to determine the full scope of the defendant's mental state, aggression, and culpability. Her filing stated that it was critical for Hall to have Hill go through that exam, saying they needed an expert who specialized in the field to evaluate the defendant's long-standing pattern of anger and aggression towards others, particularly women, his documented history of violent behavior, including issues related to anger management, impulse control, and aggression, which are directly in controversy and informs a critical component of this case. In a response filed by the NFL star's legal team, Hill slammed Hall's request for the exam, saying she failed to show a good reason for ordering the psych exam, calling it a completely baseless intrusion into his mental state. The suit stems from an alleged incident that occurred in the summer of 2023. Hall and social media influencer claim Hill broke her leg in a fit of rage in his backyard during the football drill. And that is the x-ray she provided. I think that's the pins there. Oh, the screws. She claims after Hill asked her to rush against him in a defensive line versus offensive line one-on-one style workout, she shoved the Super Bowl champion backwards, which embarrassed him. She says after flipping roles so he could rush her, Hill charged her violently with a great force and resulted in a right leg injury. She is suing Hill for unspecified damages, which again, this is crazy. And again, if he did this, there's just absolutely no reason to do that at all. It shows that this guy got embarrassed. I mean, anybody in that situation would be embarrassed, not just him. If this is true, because this is what she's saying, right? Apparently his family members were there and none of them have said anything. Not even for his side, I believe. I don't know if they've been called to speak on this or anything. But anybody, if that's true, anybody in that situation would be embarrassed and want, to look better, But I don't think he was trying to hurt her on purpose. I don't think that's what the purpose was. And if he did do it on purpose, the guy's an idiot and he deserves to get sued. But to me, looking at again what she was asking for, I think he could have paid that off by now. I don't think she's asking for that much. I think it's about 50, 60,000 for the medical bills or something like that. Now, if the number's different, then y'all correct me in the comment section. But that's the number I saw in my previous video. He could pay it off. You can make this thing go away. Take care of the medical bills, man. This shouldn't be lingering. You already are fighting too many battles as is. Now, Tyreek Hill, it seems like a stubborn man. And if he continues to be stubborn, his football career is going to be over. The one thing NFL teams hate is a stubborn football player. And if you are a stubborn football player, your career is not going to last very long. And the best thing I feel like he could do in this situation is take care of those medical bills so this whole thing goes away. It's not like he didn't do it, because obviously he did it. Now, it's the intent. I don't think Tyreek Hill intended to injure her. I don't think he intended to injure her. People understand this is a big girl, okay? I'm not making any justification at all. You know what I'm saying? But I think she's bigger than Tyreek. She's like over 6 feet. She might be, I don't know where her weight is now. She could probably be well over 250, man. I don't know, because you know, she's tall, you know. But again, there's no excuse for one, bringing this chick to your house and doing fucking football drills. Like, what are you doing? Again, this is decision making. This is a decision. Why would, not only this, why would you marry somebody that you really didn't want to marry? Who clearly was with you for the money. You're out here impregnating all these random women. We know about your issues when you were in Kansas City. I just think that Tyreek Hill tends to get in his own way. You need to go ahead and take care of the medical bills and move on. Fighting this is just a stupid battle to fight to me. It's a stupid battle to fight. You're already dealing with your ex-wife. You don't have an NFL home currently. What is the point of allowing this thing to linger? She's not asking for $1 million that I know of. From, again, the number that I saw was less than maybe 70,000 that I saw. Now, if it's more than that, y'all could let me run, but that's the number I saw. It was less than that. This is the problem with you black NFL football players, NBA players. Y'all tend to get in your own way when you don't have to. And trust me, these teams are going to use this against you when they are saying, should we sign this guy or this guy? It's going to be held against you. Hopefully it's not because of all them children you got. You got a lot of children, Tyreek Hill, that you got to take care of. So you better hope these situations get settled soon. So you need to focus on getting on an NFL roster. And again, if I was to advise you, I would say, listen, go ahead, take care of the medical bills and just keep it moving. But to fight this is just a stupid fight. This just tells you the type of guy he is and why he has so many problems with women. Because his decision making when it comes to women is poor. But you know who else is going to be poor, Tyreek? You're going to be poor if you don't get on the NFL roster and handle your responsibilities, because your wife is trying to rob you. You got baby mamas that want child support. It can get very bad out here. So hopefully you take care of this mess and focus on getting your career back on track, because you only have one NFL career. You don't have 2 or 3. You don't get a bunch of chances. No matter how talented you are, at some point teams cut bait and say, you know what, this person isn't worth it. So let me know in the comment section. Let me thoughts, like the video, share, follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.